Hey, you. What up, Fight World? It's your boy, Ego. And I'm back with some more boxing. Did you miss me? What's up? Let me check some things out. I need y'all to all come in and smash the like button. The best in the business back. Yeah. Hell. Yeah, I need y'all to come in and smash the like button. I'm the best in the business. And it's not even close. Come in and smash the like button. We're going to talk about it. Errol Spence. Is he basic? Is he not basic? What does basic mean? That and everything in between. Shout out to Ron Burgundy. Shout out to Kenya B. Oh, Egos are my man Ty Golan. Dan, he didn't get the notification. Cursor, that's my dog. Shout out to Cursor. Egos Army up in here. Smash the like button, please. Who got a notification? Yes or no? If you got a notification, please type yes. If you didn't get a notification and just happened on the stream, please type no. Ism Jones, what's good? Salute, man. Salute to you. Yeah, we're going to talk about this, man. Because I got to get some stuff off my chest. Yo, testing 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's up. Yeah, I got something going on right now. Hold on. Is the sound all messed up? I need to get my headphones. Hold on 1 second, y'all. What Cursor? What happened? Kenya B said it's not letting me, or Cursor said it's not letting me. Shout out to my man. Yo, what is good? Hold on. One second. Ty, I'm gonna get to that super chat in 1 second. This thing is tripping. Yo, testing 1, 2, 3, 4. Are we sounding? Is it sound normal, or is it don't? Listen, I'm doing a sound check because something sounds weird on my end. Rate the sound on a scale of 0 to 10 right now. So I got to get this figured out. The sound on a scale of 0 to 10 right now. So I got to get this figured out. On a scale of 0. All right, we good then. Okay. Yeah, it was sounding weird on my end. My bad. Players mess up. Please smash the like button. We'll get started. Errol Spence, is the man basic? Is he not basic? What does the word basic mean? That's what I want to talk about. Now, most of you guys, at least the hardcore fans, appreciate y'all for supporting the Rocket. Chuck, you checked out my video, the Unpacked I did. And in case you missed it, now you get a chance to pick my brain and I'll talk about it live. If not, peep that Unpacked video. Also, if there's any topics that you want me to cover on the sport, let me know. Hey, hold on. I got to talk to the Bud Buddies real quick. Hold on. Listen, since I'm live, I like to talk to y'all live. Like a video is different when you can see my face and stuff. But first, let me get to the super chat. Ty Golan says, salute, Ego. Yes, I got a notification. Much love for participating as always. Shout out to New Zealand. Okay. Now we're going to get that work. I got to talk to the Bud Buddies real quick. And listen, I'm going to keep it 100 like my hat. We're going to keep it 100. I'm going to keep it 100. First of all, I hear a lot of crying from the Bud Buddies. They're like, why are you making so many Errol Spence videos? And why did you make a Bud video? First of all, if we want to be true, and you can ask the man this, Bud Crawford blocked me on Instagram. The cat's out the bag. Listen, I've never tagged Bud Crawford in any of my content. He randomly blocked me. I don't tag him. I don't I didn't slide in his DM and say nothing. So if you want it, cause I'm sick of the Bud buddies, they keep crying. They was crying in there. They're like, why are you making Errol Spence videos? Terrence Crawford blocked me. Yeah, the cat's out the bag. Terrence Crawford blocked me on Instagram. I don't know why. I mean, I guess it got hot in the kitchen. I don't know. I know he blocked me though. Look, I'll show you right now. What's his name? T-Bud? So ask him. Y'all in there crying. Oh, why didn't you make a video? I can't even see when he posted anything. Y'all crying. Y'all in there crying. The man blocked me. What you want me to do? Look. What's his name? T-Bud Crawford. Look. We live. I told you. I don't be lying. I can't even access his content because he blocked me for whatever reason. I guess, I don't know. He didn't like something I said or whatever. But what am I supposed to do? People like, why didn't you make a Bud video? I mean, I can't even see Bud video. What am I gonna make a video about? I'm about to guess. Y'all want me to guess what Bud's up to? I don't know, bro. He blocked me. Ask him about that, bro. So, for starters, I just had to address that because the Bud buddies, they be in there crying. Oh, why are you making Errol Spence videos? First of all, let me get this I want to get this straight. I got to make this loud and clear. For starters, I'm going to talk about whatever I want to on my channel. You wasn't with me shooting in the gym. That's facts. Dead homies. Dead homies. I'm going to talk about whatever I want to. That's how that goes. This is called YouTube. This ain't US-tube where we powwow and come up with the content. If I want to make 1,000 Errol Spence videos and you don't like it, then good. Do something about it. I'm going to keep doing it. Don't watch me. I don't know what to tell you. Shout out to Jesse Wyatt. Y'all be crying so much. It's so funny. He said, it's good to see my boy Ego back live. It's been a minute since I saw it live, but that Terrence, y'all still talk about old impersonations. He said your Terrence Howard impersonation in 2019 is still classic. Bro, this thing is called YouTube. This ain't WeTube, Us Tube, Together Tube. This mosh. So if you don't like the content on YouTube, I'm Michael Jackson, you Tito. Yo, it's belong to me. If you don't like it here, don't be here. That's straight like that. I don't know what else to tell you. I'm not going to change the content. So, and here's the thing I noticed about the Bud Buddies. Why are y'all so mad when Errol Spence, when anyone says anything good about Errol Spence? I don't even understand that, bro. If you pick Crawford to whoop Errol Spence, good. Okay, that's your opinion. We'll see July 29th. You're picking Crawford to win. I ain't got no problem with that. But why are you so insecure? Why are the Bud Buddies so insecure where they have such a problem if somebody wants to make content about what they want to make it about? Please let me know that in the comments and smash the like button. Yeah, we addressing everything today. Yeah, let me know. Why are y'all insecure? Stop making Errol videos. You love Errol. Why I gotta stop? I'm making money. Why I gotta stop? Y'all talk like Rico from Belly with the banana. Y'all some haters. Y'all see a smooth brother getting it. You know what I mean? Making my money. Not bothering nobody. Hitting y'all with the facts. And they talk about stop. Why should I stop? You don't go to Macy's. Listen. You don't go to Macy's, and if they have a women's blouse that's just flying off the racks, and tell Macy's to stop selling that blouse, y'all stupid as a Do you hear me? That where do people get off on YouTube thinking this is any other thing than any other business. You know what I'm saying? Like different than any other business. He said Rico was from Omaha too. He was. I don't remember that. Yeah, he might have been. Oh yeah, the illest dude from Nebraska. I mean, I don't know. I think he was. You might be right with that. Shout out to LV Live. What's up? Harlem. Bro, if Macy's had a blouse and it was just like they kept selling them, why would they stop? My content is based on me, the creator, what I want to talk about, but also feedback, analytics, trending topics, what's hot, who's not, tell me who rock, who's selling out the store. Y'all don't dictate the conversation, especially you ain't even Ego's Army. You definitely don't dictate. The only person I'm going to listen to is my channel members in Ego's Army. If you ain't Ego's Army, you ain't a shooter, you ain't a channel member, I ain't listening to you. So we had to just address that. As an Omaha resident, I can confidently say we don't stand for that belly slander. Also, Bud by TKO in 10 rounds. Good work, Ego. Like, listen, my thing is this. Errol Spence, Crawford, great fight. The Bud buddies, y'all ridiculous. They say something like, I see comments. I see what y'all saying. I see it in the comments sometimes. Y'all be like, this guy never says anything. First of all, they call me this guy. You know my name. Say my name like Muhammad Ali. What's my name? Say my name. Y'all know everybody know Ego. Everybody know who it is. Don't play this guy. I hate that. I hate when these suckers be on here talking about this guy said, like, bro, you know who I am. Stop playing. But anyway, people say, oh, this guy never says anything nice about Crawford. I always say nice stuff about Crawford. I say Crawford's a gym rat. I say Crawford, he seems like a good dad. I say Crawford can fight. Like, what y'all want me to say? This guy doesn't say anything right about Crawford. Bro, I'm not saying what you want me to say. I give Crawford compliments. But I'm not finna compliment that resume when I don't see y'all want me to compliment his resume. Honestly. I'm not gonna say what you want me to say. That ain't never for that. Okay, all right, let's be real. Crawford's resume from start to finish, give it a letter grade. I respect Ego, though. You don't respect the English language the way you type in. Okay, C minus, B minus. B minus, come on, rate it. From start to finish, what do you rate Crawford's resume? For because he hasn't fought Errol, so we can't give him credit. We got to see the outcome. C plus, B minus, B, C. Look, I see more B's and C's than LA. Listen, that's Bloods and Crips. Crawford got a Bloods and Crip resume. Yeah. Bro, listen, I'm from Cali. I'm from Cali, dead homies. I'm up north, though. I see more B's and C's than LA. When I be going to LA, LA is my second home. All I seen was B's and C's. This one sucker talking about A minus. Come on, you know it ain't no A minus. You a liar. You the only one in here that says so. Bro, I promise you, Crawford got a Bloods and Crip, B's and C's. Before Christ, bro, listen, Terrence Crawford resume before Christ, 200 BC. Because I asked y'all to rate it, and all y'all left was B's and C's. That's an average student, bro. I'm not saying he's an average fighter. I'm saying his resume is an average student. Bro, you ain't a valedictorian if you get nothing but B's and C's. You got this before Christ resume. Bro, Terrence before Christ Crawford. What y'all talking about, bro? I'm what counts out. I'm what counts out here in these boxing streets. Bro, he got a before Christ biblical resume. I asked y'all to give it a letter grade. Y'all, and nobody violated. Nobody said it was like an F or did extra. Y'all just put B's and C's. Like Compton and Inglewood. That's fair. But bro, it's not the best, bro. It's not the best. Y'all want me to lie and be like, but Ndongo. Oh, Ndongo. Bro, I was at the Ndongo fight. Bro, I went to the fight. I didn't even know who Cuz was. Listen, you asked Terrence Crawford. I was at his fight. I've been in his gym several times. I've always supported Crawford, always went to his fights. I've been out to Timeout Chicken in Omaha. I've always supported him. Listen, I really should call people out because y'all make me like, oh, you don't say nothing like, man, I've been rocking with Crawford and been putting y'all on Crawford before other channels. There's other channels. There's other channels right here. They weren't even sending people to Crawford's fights, and it was me. I was there. I was there in Omaha. Like, here's an example. If you don't believe me, look it up. I did the homework. When Crawford fought John Molina Jr., PBC had a better fight card on the same night. Look it up. It was December 10th, probably like 2016. Let me look it up. Off the top of my head, look, I told you, I'm Boxing's encyclopedia. It was, I want to say, I'm just guessing, because I was there. I'm everywhere. You ain't never there. Crawford fought John Molina off the top of my head. I want to say it was December 10th, 2016. Let me look it up to get the actual date. Terrence Crawford, John Molina. Hold on. Terrence Crawford. Let me just look up his Terrence Crawford because this is like bringing up all this unnecessary stuff. All right, John Molina, he fought him. Bro, I told you, I am legend like I'm Will Smith. December 10th, 2016. I don't know if I said 16 or 17, but I got the date right. Man, come on, bro. There ain't nobody in boxing like me. You ain't never seen this before. You ain't never seen this before. How did I tell you the date of his fight? How I even remember that? I told you I'm Boxing's encyclopedia. I'm the best that's ever lived in this sport. I said 2016? Okay, so I was dead on. Listen, dead homies, I'm the best that's ever lived covering this sport. How I know the date off the top of my head? I didn't rehearse this. This ain't no rehearsal. I got this right here up in this noggin, bro. There ain't nobody like me. You ain't never seen nothing like me. I know the date from the fight. So anyway, peep this. Let's double down because I like to bet. I want to bet. Like all the Bud buddies talking about, oh, you never say nothing nice about Crawford. I done put more. I put on for Crawford more than anybody in boxing, damn near. What y'all talking about? But hold on, let's double down. Let's double. Listen, let's play for some cash. Hold on. If I get this right, if what I say comes true, then y'all put some cash apps down. Y'all put some super chats down and support the channel for me being the god of boxing, the god MC. Y'all want to play? Y'all want to play? That's all y'all got to do. It don't matter the amount, whatever you decide. But let's double up, like Mason Bether. Let's double up and see if I don't know what I'm talking about. They say, oh, Boxing Ego, he don't know. I just gave you a date off the top of my head. I'm surgical with this. Jake, do y'all want to play the game? Do you want to test me, Brejon? I got this stuff locked in my brain, bro. Dan the Boxing Man is hilarious. That's my guy. Hey, Dan, let's work together. Pause. I got an idea, bro. He's hilarious on there. I'm going to hit you up, Dan. We got to work together, Dan. Okay, so let's double down and test this. I want to test this right quick. So I just told you December 10th, 2016, Crawford fought Molina. I was there, right? Anthony Joshua fought that same day in the UK, and he knocked out Eric Molina. Look it up. Now, somebody look it up and tell me if I'm correct. That same fight, Anthony Joshua and Klitschko Klitschko got in the ring after he knocked out Eric Molina. So it was Crawford fighting against John Molina. Anthony Joshua was over in the UK fighting Eric Molina. And that was the same exact date, December 10th, 2016. Somebody look it up to see if I'm correct. When I say, listen, there's a lot of people that copy me. I get it. When I say I'm the best in the business, it's because I truly am. And I got the reputation and the work ethic, and I've got the pedigree to prove it. Somebody look that up. The day Crawford, I just guessed, I didn't guess, but I told you Crawford fought John Molina. I told you the date off the top of the dome. This ain't a written, this is a freestyle. The same day, Anthony Joshua fought Eric Molina in the UK, probably at the O2 Arena, and it was the same day. And in that same fight, Klitschko and Joshua had a face-off, and they announced that they were fighting. Boom. Shout out to 7'6" Mark. I will put him on the screen. I am legend like I'm Will Smith. The same day. Now, let's triple up. I just doubled up to show you I'm great. Let's triple up. That same day, Jamal Charlo knocked down and knocked out his mandatory, Julian J. Rock Williams. On that same card was Jesus Cuellar versus Abner Mares. And that was the same day. So the same day that Terrence Crawford was in Omaha, and I was there, fighting John Molina Jr., Joshua was fighting Eric Molina and had the Klitschko showdown in the UK, and J-Rock got dropped with a vicious, and I do mean vicious, uppie from Jamal Charlo. On that same card, Jesus Cuellar fought against Abner Mares. Somebody look that up and tell me if I am accurate. Because y'all think y'all on my level, but y'all not. You ain't got enough stamps in your passport to mess with young ego. Somebody just verify my work. Proofread my paper before I turn it in. Did Charlo fight J-Rock that same day? You remember that man in a wheelchair, how you think he got there? I don't get that. I don't get that part. Nobody gonna look it up. Okay. I'm gonna eat my beef jerky. Nobody gonna look it up. Somebody confirmed that Jamal Charlo fought. Okay, 76 Mark looked it up. I told you. I got it all up in here. So don't ever say I ain't supported Crawford. Shout to Captain. Okay, so they telling you everything I'm telling you is true. That's why none of these dudes in boxing can beat me, because they don't remember. I done forgot more than they remember. So all that Phil Florin and Phil talking about, oh, ego, you never supported Crawford. Bro, I'm from Cali. I could have clearly went to the better card, which was PBC, J-Rock, and Charlo, and Abner Mares and Cuellar, but I was out and took my butt to Omaha covering Crawford versus John Molina. There's channels bigger than mine that didn't really have no cover. They wasn't sending guys to Omaha for some of Crawford's fights, especially if they were smaller. But your boy Ego took the trip multiple times to Omaha, cover Crawford. So stop all that. If you put smut on my name, you're going to have to prove that. Where me and Crawford went wrong, or whatever you want to call it, is Crawford made a bunch of decisions and I critiqued him on it. It's that simple. I was never public enemy number one to Team Crawford until they kept making bad decisions. And then I spoke on it. That's exactly what happened. I don't have no issue with Crawford, but I will speak my mind. but you wanted to hang out in the O. That's cap. Bro. I mean, I don't know everything in Omaha. I'm not gonna, I don't really bash people's cities and stuff like that. But why would I rather go to Nebraska than LA? Stop it, bro. You know that was, I don't care if you from there. You know that sounds stupid, bro. So I live in the Bay Area. LA is my second home. You think anybody would choose that, like, not if you have family in Nebraska. There's no one that like really go to Nebraska on vacation unless you got family there or an event there or something like that special. There's no one that, like, if someone if you was on The Price is Right and somebody said, hey, we're gonna take you to the cornfields, Children of the Corn, Nebraska, or we're gonna take you to SoCal, there ain't nobody gonna pick Nebraska over that. Come on, bro. You drunk as hell. You sound stupid. You sound stupid, bro. Ain't nobody finna do that. So you know you cap. I don't even know why you did that, bro. You got yourself looking stupid. Bro, and here's why, too. Agriculture? Hey, block him. Yeah, you gonna be in them fields picking the agriculture because you out of here. Get him out of here. Listen. Get him out of here. If y'all continue to waste my time, you will be removed. This man said agriculture.
Don't do that.
Agriculture.
Don't do that.
Agriculture.
Don't do that.
Why the bro, I'm a youthful, sexy male with a YouTube channel. Why would I want to go to Nebraska for agriculture?
Don't do that.
What?
Don't do that.
Y'all crazy, bro. I told you the Bud Buddy, y'all just literally say anything. That man said, you want to come for agriculture? Bro, stop it. What am I, a farmer? Agriculture? Y'all crazy, bro. You see, I told you I don't have to lie to make a point. That man said agriculture. Name somebody that's youthful, that make money, that goes somewhere because of agriculture. I ain't never heard of that, bro. Unless you're going there for agriculture because you're a farmer, that's your job. You John Deere or something. He said Crawford fans are delusional. I don't know, bro. Chef Boy Basquiat. Spence is plus 4,000 in the 11th, looking too good. Word. Hey, Prophet, what's good with you? Anyway, I don't have no issue with no fighter. Let's talk about Errol. Because y'all sound stupid. So I got to talk about this Spence stuff. Y'all sound so stupid, it's mind-boggling. People keep saying that Errol Spence is basic. But here's the kicker. Please get the likes up. They're saying Errol is basic, but they're saying it with a negative connotation. I'm not understanding it. How is being basic a bad thing in boxing? Like, because notice the people who are saying he's basic, they're not saying it like with any level of respect. They're saying it like in a negative way. So basic, adjective, forming an essential foundation or starting point. Fundamental. Example, quote, certain basic rules must be obeyed. Noun, the essential facts or principles of a subject or skill. Example, quote, learning the basics of business. So if you were a trainer and you wanted your fighter to win, wouldn't you want your fighter to be that definition, which is basic, knowing and learning the fundamentals and the fundamentals of a skill and everything I just read to you? Crawford does a lot of camps in Colorado. That's where the Olympic Training Center is. You see what I'm saying? So everyone's that's using Errol as basic in a negative way, you sound stupid. You're basically saying he has fundamentals and he sticks to a working game plan and has a skill set. So if that's the case, then everybody who has crossed the novice stage and gotten better and they've crossed over to mastery, then they're basic. So Bruce Lee is basic then because he mastered his craft. Like, you know what I'm saying? It sounds stupid to me, bro. That's why I could tell that we're not dealing with the educated bunch who tend to talk the most in boxing. Talking about Errol's basic. I mean, wouldn't you want your fighter to have a grasp of the basics of boxing? That's offense, defense, hand placement, assessing risk and pulling your hands back, jabbing, footwork, how to battle for lead hand position, how to have your foot on the outside against the southpaw. That's technique and fundamental. Why would you not want your fighter to do that? Now, let me talk about the races. This is how you know the races exist in boxing. And I always bring up examples like this, and I will continue to do such. This is how you know there's a lot of races in boxing, because they're never happy. There, I said it. This is how you know there's a lot of racists that gallivant through boxing, because they are never happy. What do I mean? They're never happy. They're constant and frequent complainers. So, for example, Floyd Mayweather is technical. He's a complete fighter, an amazing, great fighter, right? These people, old media, hated on Floyd the whole time he was here. Oh, he's boring. He puts me to sleep. Oh, la, 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 la. Floyd suck. He's a runner. So this is a man who's really fighting out of his true natural weight and had to move up to pursue bigger bags and bigger challenges. So he's always fighting guys bigger than him, and they complain. Floyd's as technical as it gets. He can fight off the ropes. He can fight from a mid-range, an out-range. He can fight in-fighting. He does it all. Footwork, jab. I mean, Floyd, have you ever seen the man's jab? Even in training, he's like, ush, ush. It sounds like a piston. So Floyd does everything perfect. Record perfect. Sales skills and business showmanship perfect. They hated on him. Wilder, he's kind of the opposite of a Floyd Mayweather. He has his own Wilder style, and he's deadly with his hands, both hands, left and right. His right is definitely, going to put you in the shadow realm. But skill-wise, he doesn't implement it the same way. I'm going to say it like that. He doesn't, set up his shots the same way a Floyd would do it, right? He's unorthodox. They hate Wilder. Then you look at a guy like Gervonta Davis. He's kind of Floyd, kind of Wilder, if you think about his style. He has Wilder-like dynamite in his gloves, but then he's skilled and technical. They hate Gervonta Davis. Then you look at a guy like Errol Spence, and I'm not saying he fights like all these other guys, but Errol Spence is a sizable welterweight, great fundamentals. He has ring IQ, but also aggression. So it's not flashy like Gervonta Davis. They saying he basic and da-da-da-da-da. So it's like these fans just want to complain no matter what. They want to complain no matter what. Trey Hampton, what's up? All advanced skills, advanced jab. Mayweather had advanced cut off the ring, advanced body work. Facts. Boss Red. Marco Antonio Barrera was basic. Ooh, that's a beast. That's a beast. Boss Red says Marco Antonio Barrera, the babyface assassin, was basic compared to Naseem Hamed, and we've seen how that turned out. I mean, and that's what I'm saying. Floyd Mayweather has fundamentals and is basic, and he beat Pacquiao, who's dynamic. So, again, a lot of feelings involved with this Spence-Crawford fight. I'm not saying Crawford has no chance, but for the people saying Errol has no chance because he's basic, you sound stupid. Everybody type stupid. because that's how they sound. Shout out to Icy. No hate towards Nayao Inoue, but he's super basic and old media loves him. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Inoue got a great jab, great left hook to the body, and they love him. They love him. So you see a pattern? You see a pattern? When it's an Al guy, when it's the Heyman guy, it's a black guy, it's an American fighter, it's a PBC fighter, or a combination of those things. A PBC black guy that's with Al Heyman, they seem to get the most hate and, you know, these types of things. But everyone loves Neo and Nui. And then they build up fake monsters like Lomachenko. Do you understand Lomachenko got 20 fights and 3 losses? Should be 4. Lomachenko, he all right, but like, I don't understand this like love fest for Lomachenko. Like, what did Loma do? Like, bro, he's at his best when he fighting Nakatani, and Richard Comey and Anthony Corolla. But I mean, who did he like? Real every time he stepped up. Gary Russell, he beat him, but it was a split decision, and they should have counted. Gary Russell knocked him down, but they didn't count it. So that was a closer fight than people remember. When he fought Orlando Salido, a guy who's stealing beers in Mexico or whatever, he lost. When he fought against a youthful Tio, he lost. When he fought against Devin Haney, he lost. When he fought against Jermaine Ortiz, they didn't give it to him, but if you watch the fight, he lost. I don't understand. Nobody says like Loma is basic or blah, 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 but he basically keep getting beat. Yeah, bro, listen to what I'm saying. Errol Spence, they saying he's basic and they're like not rating him, but then they overrate. Let's talk about the term in boxing, overrate. Overrated doesn't mean a fighter is not good. At least when I'm talking about it. When I say a fighter's overrated, that means the presence, the aura, the media dialogue and conversation about that said fighter is blossom beyond what the fighter is capable of doing. Do you see what I'm saying? So meaning like Lomachenko is overrated. He is overrated. Not saying he's a bad fighter. I don't think he's a bad fighter, but he's overrated because old media keep telling you he a killer, but he keep losing. And he only got 20 fights. Bro, he got 20 fights and won't win. And then cry about, oh, I this guy, I don't know why judges. No, yeah, bro, it ain't the judges. It ain't your shoulder. You just can't keep up. He said it's the 1,326 amateur fights. But that's stupid. Like, okay, so I used to work at Best Buy in Lowe's. Does that have anything to do with me being a YouTuber now? Like, are y'all going to give me credit because I stacked the Blu-rays? Because I stacked the DVDs at Best Buy? Do you see what I'm saying? Like, bro, like everybody got a story. I used to work random jobs. I've worked tons of jobs, right? So I had these like miscellaneous jobs before I was a YouTuber. What does that have to do with me as a YouTuber? Are y'all giving me credit because I worked at Lowe's? Or are you looking at me and my boxing channel and being like, oh, okay, he knows his boxing. Oh, he's providing good, entertaining content. You know what I'm saying? Like that amateur conversation is stupid. It's stupid that people keep talking about somebody amateur. Like, what that got to do with anything? Amateur got you here. That's cool. Yeah, Icy said Ego the greatest forklift job. I used to whip on the forklift and the cherry picker, bro. I can't front. Give me a Telzon gun, I start going to work, bro. Bro, I'm John Wick with the Telzon gun. I used to have 2. Hey, bro, I really used to have 2 of the Telzon gun. Y'all know those little scanner guns? Bro, I was really on my Wick at Lowe's with the 2 Telzons and doing the gung fu. Bro, I was raw with the 2 Telzon guns. But what's that got to do with me being a YouTuber? You see what I'm saying? Y'all talking about Loma amateur career. Stupid. John Ego Wick, absolutely. Yeah, but as far as Errol being basic, I mean, whatever. I'm picking him. I'm picking Mr. Basic. So there's that. I mean, there's a lot of guys that's basic then. If that's the criteria, what if the criteria is what you say it is? Like what what are boxing fans even looking for? Because they don't seem to be finding it. Like Jaron Ennis looked very dynamic, and they're like, oh, but he gets hit too much. And the funny thing is, the racists be saying that. The racists be saying Jaron Boots Ennis get hit too much, but then they like Brandon Rios. Ain't that a bit? Listen, how come when a black fighter get hit, you got racist people, and they be like, oh, Jaron Boots Ennis, he's decent, but he gets hit too much. But then you like Brandon Rios? So why you ain't saying he get hit too much? Bro, I promise you, everything I'm saying is true. There'll be dudes that like Ruslan Provodnikov, that like Brandon Rios, that like, whoever. All these dudes with zero defense. Even like Maidana. Maidana ain't no defensive wizard. They like Maidana though. But then they're like, oh, but Jaron Ennis gets hit too much. How Terrence Crawford Errol gets hit too much. How do you like this other dude though? Or even Lomachenko. Bro, Lomachenko face be looking like Freddy Krueger after his fights. I'm going to say it again. Lomachenko be looking like Robert Englund, Nightmare on Elm Street after his fight. Face be marked up like the subways in Harlem. That's word to Lil Wayne. But how y'all saying Boots get hit too much, Errol get hit too much, Crawford get hit too much, but Lomachenko, his face look like Hamburger Hill. Okay. And he don't even be fighting nobody good for his face to be looking like that. Like he fought like Mariaga and his face looked like that. So it's like, what are we talking about? And then they say he in the Matrix. Well, I must have missed that. Bro, how he in the Matrix, his face looked like he got rug burn on his face. Listen, like boxing crazy, y'all. Boxing's crazy. I don't know what y'all be like looking at. Talking about he's at that Matrix. Bro, he in a domestic violence relationship. Cause look, this is him. Look, that's the Matrix? Bro, look at his face. Look at his eye. Bro, he looked like he fought Ike Turner. You gonna go in there record and put some stank on it. Oh, y'all want some cake? There's some good ass cake. You gonna eat the cake, Annabelle, eat the cake, bro. It looked like Ike Turner shoved the cake in Lomachenko's face. Oh yeah, Loma, this is some good cake. You gonna eat the cake, Loma. Bro, what are we talking about? That's the Matrix? Cause I distinctly remember watching Keanu, I know Kung Fu. And then the bullets and the punches wasn't touching Neo. So I don't know what y'all talking about. Bro, he in a DV relationship. It look all bad, bro. This Loma after fights. And y'all be like, Jaron gets hit too much. Yeah. I like that Boots guy. He's pretty decent, but Jaron Boots Ennis gets hit too much. Bro, he gets hit too much, but Lomachenko in the Matrix, supposedly, and his face looked like Hellboy. At the end, his face all red, bro. He looked like Hellboy at the end of his fights. All right. That's what I'm saying. Like, I just, like I said, all I could do is keep continuing to teach and be me and say my piece. Lomachenko looked like Sebastian from Little Mermaid. His face be all red. Under the sea, we have the look. Under the sea, we had the... Bro, he looked like he got poked with a dingle hopper. And he's supposedly in the Matrix. And Errol basic. Like, bro, that's what I don't... Okay, so Errol... Okay, put it this way. If Errol Spence and Vasily Lomachenko were naturally in the same weight class, who wins? He said, my son looked like a raccoon. Nah, y'all gonna answer these questions, god dang it. If Lomachenko and Errol Spence naturally occurred and weighed in the same weight class, who would win? Okay, everybody saying Errol, exactly. Man, Loma would get, that would be ugly for Loma, bro. He'll retire after fighting Errol. Errol would like, and I'm talking about if they was the same size, just style for style. That basic style gonna basically beat the brakes off of Lomachenko. And then Errol gonna talk with that Texas accent after. He be like, yeah, I told you I beat Loma. Definitely. I like to thank Al and Derek. Definitely. bro, Lomachenko definitely would get bodied, bro. It would be ugly. I promise you. Errol loved that definitely. Yeah, definitely. Bro, Errol said definitely 682 times on the All Access. Like, Errol, you ready for this Crawford fight? Yeah, definitely. I'm definitely ready for that. Definitely. Bro, that Texas accent is strong. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to sneeze on y'all. Yeah, definitely. I didn't mean to hot chew on y'all. Definitely. Yeah, all this basic stuff. Y'all sound stupid, bro. I'm sick of y'all. Why? It be the hater. Oh, I hate y'all haters, bro. They be like, Errol's basic. And listen, let's talk about it. They be like, the racists be like, Errol's basic. But then they like Bam Rodriguez and they building him up, and he look like he kind of struggling in some of his fight. So that's what I'm saying. I don't understand what y'all watch. Like, what, or you're watching it with the rose colored set of lenses or some like 3D glasses or something I don't got. Shout out to everyone saying bless you. You know what I'm saying? You guys must watch the fights with some blue blockers or something like futuristic, because I really struggle to see what y'all see. I mean, even Crawford, listen, I think Crawford can fight. He can scrap. I think he's a great fighter. But here's the thing. Y'all give credit for Crawford, or not even credit. Y'all predictions about Crawford really are stuff that he doesn't really do. Like, y'all making Crawford sound like he Pernell Whitaker. Like he has that type of style. He don't fight like he like to fight. That could be dangerous against a bigger person. We're going to see July 29th. But Crawford is not this defensive master. I don't. That's why I can't, like, it's hard for me to see Crawford winning this one. Yeah, I heard people compare Crawford to like Mayweather. They're acting like he got a Pernell defense. Bro, y'all don't know boxing. Pernell Whitaker was in there, and a gold medalist like De La Hoya was like punching. He was throwing combos, like punching, and Pernell was in there. Bro, like y'all never have, like, I grew up on Sweet Pea. You see what I'm saying? Like, y'all, I ain't gonna let y'all disrespect the fallen soldier. Bro, De La Hoya was really like trying to feed. He was really trying to feed Sweet Pea. Like, and it's a gold medalist who's bigger than Sweet Pea. Sweet Pea was dodging everything. I was like, dang, they got a clip of it, bro. And this is De La Hoya, bro. And De La Hoya couldn't touch him. He threw several combinations. Sweet Pea, it looked like Sweet Pea was at the club. That's what I'm saying. I don't respect a lot of y'all boxing talk, because I really don't know what y'all talking about. Y'all talking about Lomachenko in the Matrix. Then you've never seen Sweet Pea. Listen, if Lomachenko is the Matrix, then you've never watched Pernell Whitaker. I believe that. If you honestly, in your heart of all hearts, believe Lomachenko is like all that stuff Bob Arum be saying, Lomachenko, he's the best fighter. He's better than Muhammad Ali. If you believe any of that, then you don't know boxing, and you don't watch boxing, and you've never seen the fighters like Roy Jones and Pernell. and Mildred Taylor and the other people I've seen. You know? I firmly believe that. If you think Loma's the Matrix and that's where the buck stops and all that type of stuff y'all be talking about. He's the Matrix. He can't be hit. Yet. Loma get touched up. What y'all talking about? Ego crazy, you have the best boxing channel. I know. Absolutely. Definitely. I definitely got the best channel. Definitely. Bro, what I gotta say, like Errol, y'all know I definitely got the best channel. I definitely got that. Y'all better stop playing with the king. Why do I make it look so good and effortless? Because it is. Bro, there's nobody, dudes be on YouTube stuttering, reading teleprompters. I be freestyle. Every video you seen, I'm J-Hove. It's your boy. Get a drum or something. I be like Jay. It be all up in here, bro. Effortless. These dudes be stuttering and stuff. Stuttering Stanley. Loma is not no damn Matrix, bro. Loma, okay, all right, fine. Lomachenko, he the Matrix from Wish. Yeah, y'all ever order something from Wish and it come all messed up? All right, this Lomachenko then. There go Loma. Here, y'all want me to get some credit? Okay, there you go. That Michael Myers mask on the left is Pernell Whitaker, and then whatever this Wish on the right, that's Loma. What y'all talking about? Y'all stupid as hell. Bro, listen, there go Loma right there. Look, there go Loma. There go Loma. There go Loma. That Loma is the Matrix off Wish. This Pernell. Hold on, let me show Pernell. There go Pernell. There go Whitaker. There go Whitaker. There go Loma. What y'all talking about? That look definitely look like Loma to me. It's the Matrix. Bro, I ain't no damn Matrix. I forgot Busta. Shout out to Icy. My young boy be knowing his pop culture. I forgot Busta Rhymes was in a Michael Myers. I like Busta. That was when he first started acting. So like he still sounded like Busta the rapper. Ooh-ha! Oh, Michael Myers. And I felt like I gotta get away. You can never doubt me. And I can be a little cocky. Every time I gotta get it. Bro, he still sound like Busta to me. Some rappers, they can't not sound like they rap voice. You see them, like DMX. Hey, yo, let me get some water. Bro, DMX sound just like the album. Y'all remember when DMX had that reality show? And he's like, I'm gonna show y'all how to make an egg McMuffin. And he went into like a 7-Eleven and made an egg McMuffin and cracked the egg in the microwave. I'm gonna show y'all how to make an egg McMuffin. Right now, we can do it. You want me to pursue it? You need some breakfast? Like, hell no. Bro, Michael Myers cap though. I seen Michael Myers, they like punched him, knocked him down, hit him with a shovel, and he fell to the ground. They hopped in the truck, sped off to the next city, and then they show him, and he had the night he was walking, he caught up to him. I'm like, how he can, hold on. Bro, he must have been running when the camera wasn't looking. How the hell did Michael Myers catch up to the people and they knocked him down and sped off in the truck and he walked to the next city with a knife and a mechanic's jumpsuit from Jiffy Lube and he literally caught him up. He literally caught up to them. I was like, what? Bro, scary movies, they don't even like attempt to make some of it look real. Nah, Tupac definitely had that voice. What? Anyway, yeah, man. Errol Spence being called basic, I think that's stupid. I don't think y'all grasp the word basic. Hey, get the likes up. Shout out to Seti said, why Teddy Atlas poop on boxing? Talk about move over Hagler Hearns for some UFC. I don't know. The only Teddy I know is Pendergrass. I don't know what he talking about. Teddy Ruxpin. You know, I know Teddy Ruxpin, Teddy Pendergrass. I don't know what other dude talking about. He said Hagler Hearns. Ain't no damn. There are no UFC fight that ever needed to be compared to Hagler Hearns. I don't even have a problem with the UFC, but that's just pure stupidity. That's pure stupidity if you ever compare any, I don't care who it is, John Jones, Stipe Miocic, like any fight that's ever been in the UFC, if you compare that to Hagler Hearns, that's just dumb. It's called mixed martial arts, not boxing martial arts, so it's like a different sport. Yeah. I keep thinking about this fight, obviously, because I want to see it. But I keep leaning towards Errol. Every time I try to make the case, I really try to make a case for Crawford. And outside of like obvious, like you just catch him with a debilitating shot, outside of stuff like that, I don't see him winning. I really don't see him winning. Like, for example, I think one of the biggest things, see, again, this is just my opinion. Errol Spence has a power jab that's authoritative. Like his jab could be a hurtful punch, just like the Charlos. The Charlos, you seen Jamal sit down J-Rock Williams with a jab. That doesn't always happen in boxing. Errol Spence is fully capable of like sitting you down or getting your respect off of a jab because he's already strong and he has a surgical, fundamentally sound, basic jab. Crawford, when he fought Kell Brook, he had a mouse under his eye in like 2 rounds, and this is from a washed version of Kell Brook to me. Ain't nobody thought Kell Brook was in his prime when Crawford's team or something, but anybody sensible, they knew Kell Brook has seen better days. Come on, bro. Kell Brook, like, first of all, we were in the first year of the pandemic. That's why if you watch the weigh-in, Kell Brook had a mask on. Terrence Crawford had the mask on, that little black mask. They were distanced a little bit at the face-off. It was the pandemic was like first found out about. You know what I mean? So that's not even the optimum time for any fight because it was like no crowd for that particular fight, you know, social distancing. I remember David Benavidez missed weight in the pandemic and he complained. He said like he lost his title too. He said I couldn't even like find a treadmill or something. Like he couldn't get a sauna or something like that. So I was like, that's kind of a valid point. We're in the pandemic and everything's on lockdown and you can't find a sauna and you're trying to make weight. That's pretty inconvenient for you. So Kell Brook, just based on the mere fact that the fight happened in the pandemic and there was no crowd, that's already one thing. But beyond that, Kell Brook got a trainer off Instagram. Bro, he literally brought a trainer into his camp that he seen on Instagram. Can you imagine going into a fight with clearly a great fighter like Terrence Crawford and you bought an Insta trainer in? Like that's, there's no way. Bro, that's a cash out. That's a cash out. You're going into the biggest fight of your life or outside of Errol, you know what I'm saying? So one of the biggest fights, we'll say. And you bring in a trainer from IG. Like what's the conversation for that? So Kell Brook was just, so basically, yeah, I got Dominic Engel and I need to find me a trainer. And he was just on IG looking at Instagram reels and he's like, so basically that guy, like, and he just picked some guy, like, man, come on, bro. You literally picked a boxing trainer off of Instagram. I can't respect that, dog. Unless it was like Floyd Sr. or something, and you just contacted him through Instagram. Bro, you picked an unknown dude that don't speak English, your common language, off of Instagram. If that's the case, you should have went to Tinder. Got you a little a nice little, you swipe that right and got you a little something. Go, you should got an OnlyFans trainer or something. Like, you gonna get it off IG. I ain't never seen that. I ain't never seen it, bro. You getting trainers from anywhere. I ain't never seen nobody do that for a major fight. Go on Snapchat and just be like, oh yeah, this look like the guy. Bro, Kell Brook on Black Planet. He on Black Planet looking for a trainer in Craigslist. Ain't that something? The man on Vine watching 2-second clips looking for a trainer. Man, get this. Bro, that fight, I reject your deposit, bro. The man went on MySpace and put a trainer in the top 8. Bro, he got a top 8 trainer off MySpace. What y'all talking about? What? Like, this is unheard of measures for a big fight. Man gonna go on, man's like him gonna go to Airbnb app and get a trainer or whatever. That's just stupid. It's like pure stupidity. Like, you deserve to lose the fight. If you get your trainer off IG, like, this is not just sliding in the chick DM. Like, you talking about your career, your trainer, bro. Name somebody. Like, okay, imagine Denzel and he need an acting coach, and he just he don't get like a reference from another, like from De Niro or something. He just look on Instagram and be like, oh, this look like the guy. Can you picture Denzel? He, like, let's say he gonna do Malcolm X. He gonna do Spike. We didn't land on Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock landed on us. Like, he about to do a major role at Denzel. The Equalizer 6. Denzel finna do a new Equalizer training day. Yeah, okay, huh? King Kong ain't got. And you just go into IG and pick you a trainer. Nah, dog. You deserve to lose, bro. It's like you about to work with like Martin Scorsese and Leonardo DiCaprio gonna get a trainer off of IG and hit the D and slide into DMs. Nah, bro. Kell Brook, he like you. That was a cash out fight. That was a cash out fight. Cause I ain't never even heard of no, like, see with that stipulate, the reason why I say it's a cash out, because you got this Wish trainer or whatever, you work with him for one fight, right? He went on trainersmeet.com. He went to the party line. I don't know if y'all know the party line because y'all not from the Bay. Bro, that party line used to, bro. Anyway, Kell Brook went to Backpage and got this Backpage ass trainer. Stupid. So anyway, he went to Backpage and got him a little trainer. But the reason why it's capped is you got some non-English speaking trainer that didn't speak English off of IG, so you wouldn't have to pay him that much. You wanted to keep the profit, whatever Top Rank was paying you a couple million or whatever. So you cheaped out on a trainer and you got this dude to just like fill the spot. So you don't have to give like a larger cut to Dominic Ingle or whoever in the pandemic. That's what that's about. You gonna get a damn trainer off of IG. What's next? Imagine Gervonta getting out of jail and he gonna get his trainer off Instagram threads. Bro, so Gervonta gonna get a new trainer off of threads. He gonna just make a post. Hey, anybody want to train me? Like, come on, bro. Somebody said Kell Brook went to Pinterest. Yeah, you gonna pin a trainer. Man, get this out of here. And that's like one of Kell Brook's top 3 welterweight wins. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me that ain't one of. Hey, y'all gotta get the likes up though. I know that. Bro, Crawford's resume is not that deep. How can one of your top 3 welterweight wins, probably top career wins, be a fight where a dude hadn't fought at the weight in 3 years and got a trainer off of Instagram? That's sad, bro. Errol Spence truly fought people off of great performances. Somebody prove me wrong. I know you can't do it, so you're going to end up getting blocked. But try to do it so we can have some entertainment and you can look dumb. Bro, Errol Spence fought guys who were... Ugas was coming off of a Manny Pacquiao victory. Right? That's where he was in his career. Danny Garcia knocked out Adrian Granados in LA. And Granados was he's tough, so he didn't like Broner and other people didn't knock him out. What's the name? What's the kid that was with Top? Ooh, what is that dude that Granados fought with the eye? It was a Don King fighter. Oh my gosh, he got upset. Imam, that I haven't said his name, and so Amir Imam. Yeah, Amir Imam and all them didn't knock him out. Danny knocked him out. Then he dominated Red Cash, so he had some wins to him. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, and then before that, it was like Sean Porter or something. I was at that fight, and you could argue Danny Garcia won that fight. Like, basically, Danny Garcia's losses were to Sean Porter and Keith Thurman, and those were debatable at best. Errol Spence is fighting people off of, like, significance. Look through Crawford's whole resume and tell me it's the same thing. When Crawford fought against, what's his name? When Crawford fought against Mean Machine, he was coming directly off of a Ray Robinson draw, and he really should have lost that fight. Go watch it. If you don't believe, I don't care if you believe me, go watch it. And people keep talking about Indongo. They're like, oh, but Indongo knocked out Troy Ave or whatever, Troyanovsky. Come on, bro. Who the is Troyanovsky? Like, I get that he was ranked. I get that. But ain't nobody was like, bro, this is circa, like right around that time, people were talking about the Adrian Broners of the world and stuff. Ain't nobody was like, oh, Troyanovsky. Bro, he was not a factor like that. Stop playing. Like, I don't care who's ranked. Tyson Fury fought against Tom Schwartz. He was ranked in 2 sanctioning bodies, but he's not that good. So don't tell me no Troyanovsky. Yeah, oh, but he knocked out Troyanovsky. Who even is that? What is Troyanovsky did? Who he beat? See, I feel like the Mayweathers. Roger Mayweather, rest in peace. Who he beat? I'm going to just keep asking y'all. Troyanovsky, who he beat? We're at the point when Indongo knocked him out, who he beat. Not just be ranked. There's a lot of guys that are ranked. Virgil Ortiz fought Michael McKinson. He a domestic level fighter. He all right, but he ranked, but he ain't going to beat nobody. Okay, please put Michael McKinson in with Jerron Boots Ennis. Bro, that's what I'm saying. Like, y'all so stupid. Y'all go with the politics. I know boxing. I go with what my eyes and senses are telling me. I don't care who's ranked. Because you see the WBC and other places, they kiss Canelo's butt. So he gets special privileges. Canelo be a champion and say he going to fight at heavyweight, and they'll let him keep his belts at super middleweight. So there's a lot of politics in this godforsaken game of boxing. So I don't really care about who's ranked. There's different ways. You grease my palm and, you know, the promoter put in a good word and gave you some money on the sly or something. So there's many ways to get people ranked. I don't really care about that because it's not really fair. There's people ranked. Michael McKinson is ranked, but put him in with Jerron Boots Ennis and tell me what happens. Tell me what happens. Please put Boots. And then y'all would be like, oh, that black guy Boots, he needs to move up to middleweight. He needs to step it up. Why is Boots fighting McKinson? Y'all would be angry. And you would call it a cherry pick because you know the outcome. So that Indongo and Troyanovsky, like, bro, like really, who were they, to be honest? And I literally went to the Indongo fight just to support Crawford. Just because I'm a fan of Crawford. But it wasn't because I thought Indongo was finna win or Indongo could mess with Crawford. So as far as I'm concerned, at least for the very immediate future, this is the first time where Crawford is fighting someone that I actually think could win. And I'm talking about with no hesitation, think can win. You know what I'm saying? It's been a minute since Crawford fought anybody that you would even remotely think could beat him. Tell me I'm lying. Name so like even Errol Spence, because I know a lot of y'all bums try to keep up with me, but you can't keep up with me because you a bum. Errol Spence, some people are going to try to flip it on me and say like, oh, but who did you think could beat Errol Spence? Errol Spence has his own career, right? Errol Spence has his own career. So Errol Spence had personal turmoil like the car wreck to the point where nobody knew what he was going to look like, and he chose a Danny Garcia. So there were people who definitely, since he got in the wreck especially, they were giving Danny Garcia a chance because there was a point in time. See, this is one thing I can honestly say I do better than anybody in the game. I make you remember. My memory is tough. I remember this stuff, so I refresh your memory. So you have to understand the time. I've had a channel the whole time. So I've reported on all these things. Guys like Bob Arum were saying Errol Spence was virtually paralyzed. Y'all don't remember that because it's not the truth. But at the time, Bob Arum was doing interviews with UK reporters and stuff, and he was like, I got it on good authority that Errol Spence is not going to be the same. Errol Spence's back is broke. There was all types of rumors. See, shout out to Dan. The real ones know everything I'm saying is pure and true. There were rumors that his back was broken, that he was like damn near paralyzed, that he'll never be able to fight again, that PBC was covering up and he was really in like pain, and they were trying to, almost like Jamie Foxx it and like not get the public to worry, but he was really in bad shape. This is what people were saying. So to enter a Danny Garcia fight in that status, that's a daunting task when nobody knows. People were saying Errol can't take a punch anymore because he hit asphalt and knocked his teeth out. There were people that said Errol looked bad when he was interviewing with Brian Kenny. I was there. It was at the Charlo Harrison 2 fight in Ontario. Randomly, Errol Spence walks out. He probably was there supporting Charlo. And he did a brief interview with Brian Kenny, who was a horrible commentator by my estimations. And people were like, man, listen how Errol's talking. They were nitpicking everything Errol was doing. Everything. They were like, listen to Errol's voice. It's different. Listen to the way he talks. He don't even talk right. That's what they were saying. I've been here for it. They said Errol couldn't talk and his teeth is messed up and his speech is bad and he's not the same and he can't speak the same. He won't be able to take a punch. That's what they were saying. So Errol Spence, that's his pedigree. He defied odds by even taking Danny Garcia after being in that accident. Crawford has not been in no accident, nor has he fought anyone you thought can beat him. Or even had a remote chance to beat him. Same thing with Ugas. He was coming off a detached retina. Same thing. People were saying, oh, look at Ugas's bicep. He's way bigger than Errol. And Ugas was coming off a Pacquiao performance. Name somebody like that, like a top-rated champ. You can't. You can't, bro, because Crawford hasn't fought any champions outside of Jeff Horn. So you wouldn't be able to do that. Ugas was a champion. Sean Porter was a champion. Kell Brook was a champion. You can't say that literally for Crawford because none of the guys he fought were champions except for Jeff Horn. And really, he shouldn't have been a champion, to be honest. Jeff Horn is not good. I don't know why y'all want to play these stupid games with me, bro. G's not good. Ain't nobody I don't like nothing about his career. I don't like his voice too high. Bro, this man struggled with Pacquiao, should have lost, and had the audacity to call out Floyd Mayweather with a high-pitched voice. He's like, Floyd, do you want the walking stick or are you doing? Bro, what are you talking about? Don't ever call out Floyd. You didn't even beat Manny Pacquiao, who Floyd beat. And you had the audacity to call out Floyd, bro. Floyd would beat the out of Jeff Horn, bro. Jeff Horn not good, bro. Terence Crawford. So Terence Crawford, the champion he beat at welterweight, was a Australian. Now that's a knife. Yeah, yeah, crikey. Bro, your best win or whatever your champion win is an Australian school teacher who ain't beat nobody and got hurt by a 41-year-old Randall Bailey. Amazing. And that's a knife. Yeah, crikey, I'm going to fight Terrence. Bro, you fought the crocodile hunter's nephew. Amazing. And the Bud Buddies are like, come on, give him credit for a horn. No. Bro, you could have fought anybody named Jeff and I would have respected it more than the Jeff Horn fight. You could have fought Jeffrey Atkins, Jeffrey Dahmer. Bro, you should have fought Jeffrey Dahmer, Jeff Bridges, anybody named Jeff. You feel me? Jeffrey from Fresh Prince. You could have fought any of them, and then that would have been a better win than Jet Bree Horn. Like, come on, bro. What y'all talking about? Jeff Bezos, fight him. Yeah, fight Jeff Bezos. Jazzy Jeff. You could have fought anybody, bro. And you chose Jeff Horn. And then Top Rank was like torturing it. See, don't make me go into crates now. See, this is why these young boys can't beat me. Because I was here for it and everything I'm saying is true. I don't lie to make content. That's what y'all do. All these clickbait titles and people. Bro, Jeff Horn said he got to Vegas, which is extremely hot, triple degree. It's a desert. And he fought Crawford in the summertime, like Will Smith and Jazzy Jeff. And he said that Top Rank was cranking the heater up while he was training. Why do you have to do all that to fight Jeff Horn? Bro, listen, this is all fact. See, y'all wasn't here for it. I've been here, bro. Crawford, look it up. Crawford was about to fight Jeff Horn, and Jeff Horn, he was complaining about the Top Rank gym. And people, like, I'll be real. I was like, man, maybe he's just complaining because he know Bud gonna whoop him. But he probably was telling the truth. He said he was in the Top Rank gym and they put the heater on, bro. Like, it's a desert. It's hot. I've been to Sean Porter's gym when he had a gym in Vegas. It was sweltering. Why would the heater be on when Jeff Horn is in there only? Man, come on, bro. Shout out to Thomas from the Bronx. Let's get it. Bro, why do you have to do all that to fight Jeff Horn? So that was an accident? So only when Jeff Horn was in the gym, the heater was magically on in the summer? Like, come on, bro. Look it up. It's all fact. Jeff Horn was like complaining. He was like, man, the Top Rank gym, these Americans are playing games with me. Look, I promise you, it's all there. He said that they were like setting him up and like purposely trying to make unbearable, inclement climate. Like, that's crazy to fight Jeff Horn. Errol didn't do that. Errol didn't, like, imagine Errol like Mikey training to fight Errol in Texas and then Errol in charge of the gym and got the heat on hell. Like, come on, bro. Look, I told you I don't be lying. Jeff Horn complaining. WBO champion Jeff Horn is not a happy camper after arriving to Las Vegas, Nevada, and discovering the Top Rank that he's been given the gym to get ready for his title defense against Terrence Crawford doesn't even have air conditioning, bro. Bro, if you know Vegas, you know it get hot. It's common sense. They had Jeff Horn trying to make weight. Bro, they had him make a weight in a Top Rank gym and he finna pass out from heat exhaustion. Crazy. The Block Hyper X, you a bum. Icy, get rid of this man. You heard that? That mean run. Hey, Hyper X. You heard that? That mean run. Bro, you came in here calling people crybabies. Get rid of him. So that was Jeff Horn. And like I said, he never should have ever been a champion in the welterweight division. Truthfully. Honestly, rate Jeff Horn. Honestly. Okay, put it this. What is Jeff Horn's prime? Name his prime. Because I don't even think he beat Pacquiao. So his Pacquiao fight is his prime and he didn't even beat Pacquiao? Honestly, what is Jeff Horn's? Somebody please tell me Jeff Horn's prime. Bro, Crawford fought a man that had no prime. Bro, he literally had no prime. There was not a single moment in time where Jeff Horn was on top of the division. For real, that should have been. Not the Pacquiao stuff, because he shouldn't have really even won that fight. He had no prime. Ugas just beat Pacquiao and fought Errol. So he was at the peak of his powers. There's never been a time in Yordenis Ugas' whole career that he was coming off a better win than a legend and Hall of Famer like Money Pie. I want to, it's up to my promoter, my fight with Ugas. I believe, I do. I believe, two. There was never a time. Sean Porter was coming off the Ugas win, which was a tough fight. But he was still a champion. Terrence Crawford fought Mean Machine off a Ray Robinson performance he should have lost. He said Jeff Horn's prime was being a PE teacher. That's what I'm saying. What are we talking about? Amir Khan, was he in his prime? He was 2 fights removed from Canelo splattering him. And Crawford's team doesn't seem to understand why anyone would have critiques on his resume. Come on, man. That's just being real. So, yeah, I stand on that. Errol Spence would clearly, if Crawford could beat Errol Spence, that would clearly be his best win ever in his whole career. That's why it's making it, the more I think about the fight, the more I can't pick Crawford. Because I have to go with more of the known variable. My brain, that's just where it keeps leading me. For example, Errol's been battle tested in the ring, out the ring. Crawford has had dominant performances, but it's easier to have those performances when your career has been carefully guided with easier foes. You see what I'm saying? And then people got the nerve to call Errol basic. Because you guys a lot of y'all are idiots and you look for low-hanging fruit. People look like, oh, Crawford knocked out every welterweight. Yeah, because he fought lesser welterweights at the point in which he fought them. If Errol Spence fought lesser people, then he'll have all knockouts. Or there's a strong chance that he would have all knockouts. Or he would have more knockouts. But as we know, the deeper the division and the more you step up, the harder it is to get those knockouts. Canelo broke John Ryder's jaw and he still went 12 rounds with him. And he had his jaw broke from the second round. You're not stopping everybody, bro. That's not how boxing works. That Villa dude, Jaron Ennis is a beast, but that man went 10 rounds of torture, and it really, until a certain sequence popped off, he was in there. He wasn't going nowhere. He just kept coming. Bud Crawford not fighting. Bro, I'm not even being funny, bro. I am not being funny. If Terrence Crawford, I would rank him at welterweight even higher if he fought Villa coming off a Rashidi Ellis performance. Because Villa is extremely dangerous, bro. Because he's the type of person where, you could say his style is more crude or one-dimensional, but he has this X factor, and his durability and his chin and his heart is an X factor because he has pop and he has power, plus that X factor of having a better than average chin and durability. that makes you exceptionally dangerous because you can't get tired versus somebody like that. You got to be switched on for 12. He was trying versus Boots Ennis the whole time until he wasn't. And that was because he was gone. Villa looked bigger than Boots and Boots looked huge. Bro, I'm not even being funny. I truly believe that Boots beating Villa, here's the thing. You can always tell in boxing when someone is truly formidable. Even though Boots, I had him winning every round, Villa was super formidable. You can always tell when the opponent is formidable, even if it's a one-sided fight. The guys Terence Crawford is fighting at welterweight particularly, I didn't look at a lot of them as super primed and formidable at the point he's fighting them. And that's kind of what we got with the outcomes. I would truly, like I said, you could tell effort. Like if you're in a relationship and your girl does something that bothers you and you say, hey, babe, don't do that. You know, can you please work on leaving a mess in the kitchen? And you, even if it's not perfect, you can still rock with her because you see there's an effort being made to clean up and she's at least trying. You're working with them. Bro, Crawford, I truly would give him more credit for his welterweight resume if he had a guy like Villa in there coming off of like a Rashidi Ellis. Boots just stifled a man. Because here's the thing. I'm not saying put it this way. Villa will give anybody fits. The Villa coming off the Ellis performance, he'll give anyone at welterweight probably some fits, like some work, like where you got to fight him the right way. I'm not saying he's going to beat everybody, but he'll give you fits. He's that type of style. So, like I said, everything leans for me. Every time I break down the fight and I'm doing it objectively, I keep leaning on Errol Spence. Battle tested, in the ring, out the ring. Far superior resume. His resume is far superior, people. People keep talking about Bud moved up more weight classes. Who gives a I care about quality over quantity. Would you rather have a whole pizza and the pizza trash, or one big slice of pizza and it's the best pizza you've ever had? Y'all let me know in the comment section. Maybe we just prioritize different things in life. Would you rather have one cheap, big, huge pizza that's super greasy and it tastes trash, but it's plenty of it, or one big slice of pizza, but it's the best pizza you've ever had? Y'all vote in the comment section. Shout out, and my man from New York, from the Bronx, so I already know he know about good pizza. Exactly. Quality over quantity. Instead of getting a large, extra large trash pizza, you would rather have one big slice is the best pizza you've ever tasted. So people keep prioritizing Crawford moved up in weight. That's just where his body was. Whoop-de-doo. He moved up in weight because at that time, that's the division he was comfortable in making. So I don't give as much credence, like some people, to the fact that someone moved up more weight classes when, for example, Jermell Charlo, he didn't move up a bunch of weight classes. So are we going to give credit to Glass Joe because Glass Joe moved through 3 weight classes? You see what I'm saying? Like, here's an example. The dude that Triple G knocked out, the Japanese dude. Triple G knocked him out at middleweight. He knocked out James Kirkland at 54, right? So I know for a fact the guy that do y'all know who I'm talking about? See, that's what I'm saying. Like, I be giving examples because I know my stuff, but people don't. If you ain't been watching boxing, you might not even know who I'm talking about. He knocked out James Kirkland at 154. It's not Murata, no. See, y'all don't know y'all boxing. His name is Ishida. So Here's an example. Ishida knocked out James Kirkland at 154. Later in his career, he fought Triple G at 160. 54, 60. That's 2 weight classes. After Triple G destroyed him and knocked him out later in his career, he moved up to heavyweight. So I know for a fact Ishida has been in 3 weight classes, 54, 60, and heavyweight. And maybe he was in more weight classes than that. I don't know. But I know at least 3 because I just named them because I'm great. So is Ishida better than a Jermell Charlo because he moved up 3 weight classes and moved to heavyweight? He ain't beat you ain't beat Wilder. You ain't beat Anthony Joshua. Meet with me. So why, like, I'm not giving you a bunch of credit because you moved up to heavyweight and you moved up, like, okay. So that's what I'm saying. People keep talking about Crawford moved up. Yeah, but who did he fight? Moving up in weight is commendable. But it's not just about the weight. It's about the names you amass at each weight class. And 2 of them was due. One was, the other was Illmatic. So that's where the biggest thing lies with Crawford. You've been in one, at the time you were in there, you've been in one Illmatic division, and that's welterweight. Problem is, the one Illmatic, you were with Top Rank and you stayed with Top Rank, so you weren't fighting the other Illmatic fighters. Meanwhile, Errol Spence was. So 2 of them was due. You was at 35 at a point where it wasn't really cracking. There wasn't a slew of names. You were at 40 and it wasn't really cracking. There wasn't a slew of names. See, if you look at 35 now, if you look at 40 now, I would love to have seen Broner and I would love to have seen Crawford in those divisions, because in the last several years, from 35 to 40, you've seen it's boasted names like Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson up there now, Gervonta Tank Davis, Keyshawn Davis, Frank Martin. You've seen names like Rolando Rolly Romero. You've seen names at 40 like Josh Taylor, Teofimo Lopez, 35-40. Vasily Lomachenko, Gary Antoine Russell. You've seen these names like Subriel Matias or Regis Prograis. Now it's cracking. When when Bud was at 35 and 40, it wasn't this cesspool of fights at 35 and 40. So that's why he was fighting at 35, Gamboa and Ray Beltran. That's why Broner fought Antonio DeMarco, his first fight, destroyed him, fought Gavin Reese and moved up to welterweight to pursue the bigger fights and fought Paulie Malignaggi. There was very limited action. That's why Bud's resume in the divisions that you're praising is Indongos and John Molina Jr. Keep in mind, John Molina Jr., when Bud fought him, he had already lost to Broner. That was like the first PBC card. See, y'all don't know boxing. I don't even know I'm on this track. I should let the Outlaws ride on y'all. John Molina had already lost to Broner, people. This is where John Molina's career was. You see at the top, it says Terence Crawford. When Crawford fought him in 2016, he had just beaten Ruslan Provodnikov, but this is Provodnikov after Bradley beat him, Provodnikov after Chris Algieri beat him, right? And he had beat Jorge Romero, whoever that is, and he had 3 losses in a row, including Broner on the first PBC card on network television. And he also lost to Humberto Soto and got knocked out by Lucas Matisse. That was the fight of the year, but he still got knocked out. Before that, he beat Mickey Bay and Pimentel, and he lost to Klimov. So this is who Crawford fought in 2016 in one of those weight classes. A guy who basically had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In his last 8 fights, he had lost 4 of them. And a couple of them, or at least one of them, was by knockout. And then the Broner kind of skunked him. You see what I'm saying? So it's hard to give Crawford all this tactical credit because he moved through more weight classes, unless he was doing it right now when you have the Teofimos, the Devin Haney's, the Gervonta Davis, because then these are credible weight classes at the moment. Capiche? Same thing Canelo did. I'm gonna explain. Yeah, get the likes out. He said that's why Errol said who he fought. I told you. That's what I'm saying. This fight might mess around and be a mismatch. I ain't gonna front. I ain't gonna take it there and say it absolutely will be, but it might be. It might mess around and be a mismatch. Spence Crawford might mess around and be a mismatch after a few rounds. Hey, you hear me? After a few rounds, it might be a mismatch. Boss Red said Bud only fought a couple of fighters at 47. Past few years, he hasn't fought more than Errol, and Errol been injured. Fact. We got a Cash App. Cash App, $2. This from Marvin. Crawford was avoided by a lot of fighters. Don't change his resume. Bro, listen, that's that top ranked special, bro. That's that. Listen, ain't no boxing fan care about you got avoided. It's up to you and your people to present fights to you that people actually want to see. It's that simple. No one cares about almost. Brandy Norwood told you that. Almost doesn't count. Shout out to Ego taking us to boxing school. Efren Hernandez. Let's get it. Bro, I feel like that's like kind of like a top rank play. Like Shakur Stevenson, is up to his team to give him the fights at lightweight. Like, I don't necessarily just want to hear. It's literally what Shakur is facing right now is kind of the same playbook from Crawford. Oh, Isaac Cruz don't want to fight me. Edwin De Los Santos doesn't want to fight me. Tank don't want to fight. You know what I'm saying? But none of that really matters. It's still your career and legacy. It's up to your promoter who you sign with. Like, see, this is I get it now. People get mad at what I say, but at the end of the day, y'all don't want to have no accountability to the fighter. The fighter needs to be held accountable. If you sign on the dotted line with the promoter, then you got to sign knowing that this promoter and you, it's a partnership. They have to be able to provide you what you need career-wise to build your legacy. No one wants to put the blame. They want to have all these scapegoats. Everyone's ducking. It is up to you and your promoter, that marriage, that partnership, to get the fights that you need, that people want to see and want to pay for. Like Mayweather Promotions, Al Heyman, Showtime Boxing. They didn't sit in there and cry about Gervonta Davis can't get the Loma fight or this fight or that fight. They built themselves a star. You see what I'm saying? So I'm off that, bro. I'm off that, bro. It's up to your promoter and you to collectively do the things, get ranked, make the right call outs, organize the business, the infrastructure. It's like, so you're going to, like, you mean to tell me fighters can sign to whoever they want, knowing that person or that team or that entity needs to provide them with fights, and then they can't get the fights for whatever reason, the fights aren't happening, and then what? You just say, oh, but I wanted to fight the best. No one cares about that. If that is your career, no one cares. If your career is just comprised of, I wanted to fight the best, but I didn't, no one's going to care about that. Like, I think about my favorite fighters, like Muhammad Ali's, right? I don't revere Muhammad Ali for who he wanted to fight. I revere him for the fights that he did fight and what he stood for. You see what I'm saying? You're not going to get a bunch of credit because you wanted to fight somebody and then it never happened. You got to do certain things, self-promote, show up to the person's house, like whatever you got to do. Get on your Cannon Briggs. Let's go, champ. Yeah, he the chump and I'm the champ. Champ. Like, get on your Cannon Briggs, stalk him, do whatever you have to do to get the fight. But no one really cares about, like, okay, I got a ton of ideas for videos. Do y'all give one single solitary about the ideas that I have in my head for videos unless I get on my mic, hit record, and actually lay the track and edit a video so you can watch it? You wouldn't care about that. No one's going to care about a boxing ego idea that I left stuck in my head. That's the same thing. Who cares? Oh, I got a million ideas. No one cares. It's all about the execution. No one cares about the idea. They only care about the execution. Listen, that's a gym. That's a bar. This doesn't even just pertain to boxing. Write that down. If you want to be successful, you need to write that down. No one cares about the idea. They only care about the execution. No one cares. Oh, I was gonna go to this casting call for this movie, but I chickened out. No one cares then. You're a chicken. You're a coward. No one cares that you were going to do something. Either you went and got the part and now you're starring in a movie with Leonardo DiCaprio because you had some nuts and you had balls and you didn't care if you had to take a bus. You were determined and you didn't care who seen you on the bus. You can't worry about things like that. You know what I'm saying? You can't worry about if you're trying to get to the next level. Who cares if people see you on the bus? Do what you got to do to get to the next level. No one cares about the idea. They only care about the execution. And no one cares if I had an idea to start a YouTube channel and then I turned 90 years old, but I never did the YouTube channel. They only care that I executed because I'm a legend if I ever leave. I executed. I got my ass up and made these ideas that were floating through my brain into something that you can enjoy. That's why you're with me right now live. No one cares about ideas. No one cares about the fantasy fights that you want to fight. We only care about what we can see and pay for and who you actually fought. We got a $20 Cash App from my man Victor. I appreciate you, Victor. Man, I'll be trying to help y'all, but some of y'all make it hard. Like, bro, so Terrence Crawford, dude, he gonna say, oh, but Crawford was avoided. I mean, he's not the first fighter in history. I don't even know if that's true, to be honest. Who avoided him? I don't even know who you're talking about. But even if it's true, he's not the first fighter in history that got avoided. Keith Thurman, when he first came in the gates, he was avoided. Y'all may not remember that, but he was avoided. But he kept doing his deed, kept doing his duty, and then he started getting the bigger fights. So no one cares, bro. No one cares about that avoid. Errol was avoided when he first came out. Y'all don't remember that. Bro, I have interviews, and you guys can find the interviews on YouTube. Danny Garcia, Sean Porter, and Keith Thurman, they all were like trying to little boy Errol Spence. What do I mean by little boy? Thurman, they were like, hey, fight Errol. And he was like, nah, I mean, he need to get a belt and he got to do. They had a whole laundry list of things that Errol Spence needed to do in order to further his career to be matched with him. Look it up. Danny Garcia was like, oh, you know, what does Errol bring to the table and stuff? They had to fight him later. At least Sean Porter and Danny Garcia, 2 of the 3 had to fight him. Keith Thurman, that fight probably would have been happened, but Errol Spence is just stubborn, and that's why he keeps saying tables turn, definitely. He didn't. That's probably why that fight didn't happen, is because when the tables turned, Errol Spence was like, F Keith Thurman, I'll never let you get a bag off me when you didn't want to give me the bag when I was the up-and-comer, but now I'm the stud, I'm the star, I'm man down, I'm strap season, I'm doing great, and I'm making these purses, and you're inactive. Now I'm gonna let you eat off me. So that's why but really it could be 3 out of 3, but Errol's just stubborn. But at least 2 of the 3, the guys who were saying all this stuff, like Errol needs to do more, Errol need to get a belt. Kell Brook, he's the same thing. That's 4 people. Errol Spence was a boogeyman, bro. Kell Brook was like, he said, why do you Americans rate Errol Spence? He's the new Jeff Lacey. He said he's the Jeff Lacey of boxing. I'm trying to fight Pacquiao and Thurman and the bigger names. Why should I fight Errol Spence? Because he's your mandatory. Because the fans want to see it. Because he's capable of beating you. Because you guys fought and he did beat you. So every fighter, not every fighter, but every talented, insanely, obviously talented fighter probably experiences that where they're avoided. Like Wilder, people don't want to fight Wilder. Why do you want to fight Wilder and then die? You know what I'm saying? Like, so it could be hard. I get that. But at the end of the day, it's about who you fight. Errol Spence, he just had to keep banging on doors and knocking on doors until Kell Brook had to fight him. So that's what I expect for all these guys. I don't want to see a bunch of Twitter fingers and, oh, I'll fight this person don't want to fight. Keep working. Force it. Force the Mando. Keep working. Like write to the WBO or WBA or WBC or whoever, IBO, and say, hey, he need to fight me. We the top 2 guys. Can you order this? You know what I'm saying? Go to the WBC convention. There's ways. But I notice boxing's getting lazy, y'all. Boxing's getting lazy. People would just rather be content saying I'm avoided and I'm a boogeyman. But no one care about that, bro. Be the boogeyman and fight. No one care you the boogeyman and not doing any fights. And like literally, I'm going to be real. There's a lot of supposed boogeyman action in boxing, and a lot of people aren't really boogeymen. What do I mean? If you present a lucrative, viable deal, people will fight you, bro. This is their job. They'll fight you. They're not going to fight you for peanuts or some bogus deal or something, but they'll fight you. You can't tell me that. Like, now, name somebody who you think is a boogeyman avoided in boxing right now. We'll do it like that. Name someone who's a boogeyman that can't get fights right now. Benavidez? Come on, bro. What? How Benavidez can't get fight? David Morrell said, I'll fight you tomorrow. That's stupid. Icy, you tripping. Lipinets is fighting right now. He already got a fight. Come on, Icy. Lipinets is literally in a scheduled fight. He fighting Matias. So that doesn't even make sense. Nah, you can't even say Boots. Villa could have did a million other fights, and Villa stepped up and was willing to fight him. Frank Martin's fighting this week. What are y'all talking about? Do y'all watch boxing? I would say Wilder's probably the closest because now he don't have a belt and people know he got that cannon, he'll knock you out. Wilder's probably the closest to Wilder represents so much inherent danger and he has no belt that he's gonna knock, like, there's a strong chance he knock you into the multiverse. So I would say Wilder's probably the closest to being an actual boogeyman. Anybody else, people will kind of fight you. Like even Boots. It don't make sense for Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence to stop what they're doing in a bigger initiated fight to fight Boots. That doesn't really make sense. Y'all know that. That don't make sense. No one's going to do that. So Boots just has to stay patient. He'll get there. Wilder, out of all the names I've seen, I think Wilder's the closest to that. Because like Usyk said he'll go to Wilder's fight, didn't even show up. Joshua, Eddie Hearn already told you he needed a tune-up. He ain't going straight into a Wilder fight. And that's why he's fighting Dillian White. He'd rather fight a guy he already fought rematch room than to fight a guy he's never fought, Wilder, straight away. But that's what I'm saying. All these other dudes, there's not that many boogeymen for real, where they can't get fights. Like, because you have to understand, right now, to be a boogeyman, that means nobody wants to fight you. Like, there's a ton of talented fighters. Like Devin Haney, you can't say he's a boogeyman now because Shakur saying, I want to fight you. I want to fight you. Lomachenko's like, give me a rematch. Give me a rematch. You see what I'm saying? So like Gervonta said he would fight him on Brian Custer. So there's not really that many boogeymen. Outside of Wilder, it's not really, hey, y'all got to get my likes up. Y'all disrespectful. Y'all disrespecting me with the likes. I ain't having it. Likes or loot. Stop playing with me, bro. Wilder is like truly the only boogeyman for real, for real. You can't even say Better Biev. Better Biev, he's fighting Caleb Smith. So Caleb Smith he could have just said, I don't want to fight him, but he's the mandatory and he's taking the fight. So again, I firmly believe if you play the cards right, you can get fights. Icy, the light, you got to refresh your screen. The light's way past that. You tripping. Canelo didn't want Bivol again. Nah, he definitely didn't want no Bivol. Bro, that's what I'm saying. Like, people keep overusing like boogeyman. There's not that many boogeyman. Like if you're a boogeyman, no one, like Rigondeaux was a boogeyman. Guillermo El Chacao Rigondeaux. Donaire didn't do a rematch. So that's, why didn't Donaire? That would have been a good rematch. He lost and he was like, all right. Like, I even remember Donaire said something like, you already beat me. Why do you care? Why do you want to fight me again? He said something like that on Twitter. So, but other people, Carl Frampton, Leo Santa Cruz, Scott Quigg, all these relevant people, none of them wanted to fight with Rigondeaux at that point. As during the live mean you getting that bag. Oh yeah, we definitely got to get that bag. Appreciate y'all. So again, there's not that many boogeymen that are actually like no one will fight you. Like, and then again, there has to be some accountability with the fighter. Why would like I'm just trying to be as real as possible. Why do I keep seeing fighters sign with a certain person that puts them away from certain fights on the board? And then they'll call out the person who's on another side. Somebody explain that to me. Explain why you would be a free agent, sign to somewhere, and then call out someone somewhere else. Yeah, Regis Prograis, he went with Eddie Hearn. But then he want to fight PBC fighters? Tank? Like what? Why not do business with PBC then? If they got like Subriel Matias, if they got the better work, if PBC got Gary Antoine Russell, possibly a Gervonta Davis, or like Ryan Garcia. Oh no, they don't have Ryan. My bad. Whoever. I'm just saying, whoever they have, then why wouldn't you do business with them? That to me, that's what I'm saying. There's like a lack of accountability for the fighter. Like the PBC welterweights never complained about being able to get top fights because they all fought each other. Terrence Crawford chose to stay with Top Rank and then mad that PBC didn't send him guys. But what part of the game is that? It's not up to PBC to shell out fighters to build your career on a separate network and separate platform. So if you wanted to fight PBC guys, why not go to PBC, which is what I've said from the beginning, and I told you Crawford was going to have to do, and look where we are today. Crawford had to listen to everything I said from the beginning. So why Crawford, the Bud Buddies act like they disagree with me. But if I was wrong, then Crawford would have did his own thing. Crawford was saying BLK Prime, yeah, they treat the fighters good. Yeah, BLK Prime, they let us fighters negotiate the fights. Okay, then why are you not with BLK Prime then? So how can Crawford say everybody, including me, that thinks like this is wrong, but you had to do what we said? You had to do what Ego said. How was I wrong? Crawford said, oh, BLK Prime is the new wave. BLK Prime, they like to let the fighters negotiate. Yeah, I love BLK Prime. Okay, then why are you not on BLK Prime? Why did you have to do exactly what I said from the beginning? Go over there, talk to Al, and do business with Al, and get the Errol fight and the other fights possibly that you want. He had to literally do what I said, but then the Bud Buddy's mad at me as if I fed him bad information. Why didn't you finish your career with BLK Prime if you said they the new wave? You said that. I didn't say it. He said it. Crawford said they the new wave and left them. Ain't that? Hold on. I'm the best in the business. Ain't that something? Terrence Crawford said BLK Prime is a new wave and he went to a different ocean. Oh my gosh. Make that make sense. How are you going to say BLK Prime is the new wave and then go to a different beach? Makes no sense. You said, oh, I like the way BLK Prime, ficky, get down. BLK Prime, they let the fighter negotiate the fight. The fighter be in the meetings with the bag, and they get the bag, and it'd be more about the fighter. Than he was trying his best to explain it. Then why is Spence Crawford not on BLK Prime, huh? And a lot of you buffoons was talking about BLK Prime is the new wave in boxing and saying that BLK Prime somehow would be able to host Errol Spence and Crawford. So this is the problem. This is why Crawford is upset with me. He's upset because I'm a true speaker and it doesn't fit his narrative. Like, for example, what happened to Bud's hedge fund? This is not stuff I put out. This is what Bud put out. Where's Bud's hedge fund? Hedge fund. He said he had $50 million apiece. $50 million? Man, what you think you got? Kelsey Grammer? Where's the hedge fund? Where's the Sonic the Hedge Fund that Bud had? Please let me know. You said BLK Prime the new wave. Why'd you go to a different beach? Why aren't your hedge fund people putting on All Access and putting this Spence Crawford fight on? So don't tell me I've been wrong this whole time when I've been 1,000% right and I'm the best in the business. Where's the hedge fund? You're like, man, my people got the hedge fund for $50 million. We could do like 25 a piece for the hedge fund. And we can leave the promoters out of it and leave Showtime, and we just do that with the hedge fund. And we can all hedge our bets with this Spence Crawford and make this happen. What happened to any of that? Nobody has an answer. Nobody seems to have heard anything. So that's what I'm saying. Bud put out certain information like the hedge fund, and then it magically disappears, and then he just wants to move past it. The hedge fund now is just like it's a conversation like, oh well, the fight's happening, don't worry about it. But he didn't want to answer where the hedge fund money came from, or like he said, BLK's the new wave, Black Planet or whatever. Yeah, all right, they the new wave. This they next fight. Yeah, okay, that's bro. Ivan Red Cash. This they next fight card, y'all. They the new wave, according to him. But they the new wave and you're not fighting on them anymore. So again, if Bud would have listened to me the whole time, then you would have just listened and you would have been to the promised land quicker. Bud wanted to be stubborn and he ultimately had to do what I told him was the best advice for his career to begin with. Listen to you. Did I stutter? Love you, ego, but who cares? We got the fight. You sound just like Bud, bro. No, we not doing that. You dudes in the comment section and Bud Crawford, you want to act like you're standing on something and then call people liars and say like, oh, Ego don't know what he's talking about and stuff. And then as soon as I'm proven right, then all of a sudden, y'all don't want to talk about it no more. Dude, you taking this YouTube too seriously. Bro, it's my job. Why would I not take my job seriously? Who is that? Who is that? Bobby Valentino? Bro, Icy, get Bobby Valentino out. Slow down. I just want to get to know you. Bro, get Bobby Valentino off of my chat immediately. That man said, I saw you walking down on Melrose. Bro, get this anonymous looking motherfucker. Bobby, wee. Mr. Officer. Wee. Bro, get Valentino up out here, bro. Icy, clip him. Bro, he gotta go. Get him out of here. Bobby with the Decepticons now. It's over. Anyway, this is the idiocracy that I see. Like, oh, you take YouTube seriously, man. But it's my job. What are you talking about? I take it too seriously. Oh my gosh. Why are you taking YouTube so serious? Because this is what I get paid? What you talking about? But anyway, this is what they want to do. They want to, listen, they want to say all this stuff and then say everybody's lying, everyone's hating, everybody blah, blah, blah. And then when I get proven right, now y'all want to just move on. Oh, we get in a fight. Don't worry about it. Who cares? Bud did the same thing. When every time people kept asking Bud, they were like, Bud, what took so long to get this fight? Why are we not getting the fight? Bud refused to answer those questions. Bud Crawford was like, don't worry about it. Like, none of that matter. It don't matter. We got the fight. They asked him on like Sway or Breakfast Club. They asked him at the post-fight or at the press tour. They said, Bud, what took so long? He refuses to answer what took so long. So he said he wasn't the holdup, but then he won't tell people what the holdup is, and he wants to move along and move past it. But if you weren't the holdup, then you should have no problem talking about it. Like if I'm dating a girl and we break up and I have nothing to be ashamed of, like she like lost her job or something like that, then and someone say, hey, why you break up with her? I don't have a problem telling you why I broke up with her. She was irresponsible, blah, blah, blah. But if you're the cause of the breakup, now you don't want to necessarily talk about it. Because, because you don't want to be like, because I cheated on her and she found out. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is with Bud Crawford. Bud Crawford literally refused on the Breakfast Club and at the press tour. People kept asking him what took so long to make the Errol fight. Hey, because we still had to wait. I get that we're getting the fight in 3 weeks. I get that. I truly understand that. And, some people are like, oh, you're crying over spilled milk. Just be happy. But that's not how life works. So if you do something wrong and your parents tell you what you did wrong, you want them to just drop it? That's not how life works. If you make a mistake, you got to pay. Bud put out certain information, and then Bud's fans and Bud, they don't want to face the music when it comes time to having to answer those questions. Now Bud wants to just move on because the fight is finally made. Now he wants to say, don't worry about what took so long. Don't worry about what the holdup was. Who cares? We're here now. Oh, the fight July 29th. He just wants to move right along, steadily move along. But life doesn't work like that. You know what I'm saying? People want to know why their time was wasted, why we didn't get this sooner. That's life. I think that's a fair question. But Bud doesn't, so that's why he's denying answering the question. He always talks, see, look at Z1. Bud talks around anything involving accountability. That's what I'm saying. Like, you brought up he literally said he had this secret hedge fund, and then people say, where's the money coming from? And he's like, I don't want to tell you. Why? It don't matter. You didn't take it. That's not how things work, bro. Why can't we know where the hedge fund money came from? If it was a real and valid thing, why do you have a problem telling who the funders were? who the silent partners or whatever were. Why is that such a big deal? Because he doesn't want to answer these things, which leads me to believe he has a lot of people around him that accept this and yes men type of behavior, and they just allow Bud to run the show and punk everybody and not really have an opinion. That's what it seems like to me, because the moment you have an opinion with Bud Crawford, then you become public enemy number one. Bud has frequently like denied media interviews and stuff like that. Errol Spence, he don't really do that unless he really don't like you. You know what I'm saying? But that's like far and few in between. Errol Spence don't do all that. Errol Spence, if he did something, he'd stand on it. If Errol Spence said he had a hedge fund and somebody said, hey, where the hedge fund money coming from? I guarantee you, Errol, his character, he would tell you. He like, man, yeah, you know, Boo Boo Jenkins and them had the money, definitely. Ego, you got a lot of people stealing your content. That's all they do. But let's see them steal this paycheck I get. That's the thing. Listen, that's the thing about it. You must be David Blaine. If you steal this paycheck, I don't care. You steal the content. That's one thing. You can't steal this CPM with YouTube. You feel me, bro? I'm from the Bay, bro. Steal this CPM that YouTube give me. Steal this motherfucking paycheck. Let me see you steal that. You can steal the content. Everyone know you took that because you do it hour, 2 hours, 3 hours after I did the content. You do the same videos. Okay. Steal this motherfucking paycheck though. The paycheck that YouTube be giving me. Steal these affiliate brand deals. The moment they can steal that, then hey, you must be a cat burglar. If they can't steal that, I ain't worried about it. Cause I know they can't steal that. You can't steal this charisma. You can't steal me, yo, bro. I'll snatch y'all chicks. Steal that. I'll steal that. We go tit for tat. He said I'm from the Bay. I could tell by the Shawnee Bow. That's a Bay name. Scotty Bow, Shawnee Bow. Yeah, bruh, you feel me, bruh? Shawnee Bow in them, bruh. Bro, I know the Bay. I've been out here. Anyway, y'all lack accountability. And y'all want the fighters to be able to escape accountability. Errol Spence, I like the man character. Errol Spence got character, bro. Like, he don't pretend to this like ultimate poise and pretend to be perfect. I can respect that when someone takes accountability for their mistakes. You ain't never seen Errol Spence not take accountability for the car accident. Am I lying? Name a time where Errol Spence was like, man, why Kevin and them let me drive? He didn't do that. I could respect that. You have never heard Errol Spence not take accountability for his drunk driving or whatever. Never. I could respect that. That's character. But the thing that doesn't make sense to me is when you don't show the same character. Like you said, like honestly, like Bud will say certain things like the hedge fund, but then he don't want to talk about it. He'll say that he's not the hold up and Errol Spence is the hold up and yada, yada, yada. And then people ask, hey, what took so long then? He don't want to talk about it. Like, because here's the thing. He said PBC was dragging their butts and they were the hold up. If that were in fact true, why are you working with them now? Ask yourself these things. If PBC, okay, Bud claims that PBC and Errol Spence were the hold up. If that were true, then how did this happen now? Why are you working with them then? Like, because if he said that PBC was like trying to give him horrible money and all that stuff, so how did you get the fight done now then? If they're just bad, crude business people, shrewd people who don't like know what they're doing. And he also says stuff like, oh, that's Al's guy and blah, blah, blah. And here's another thing Bud did. Let's just be real. Bud said that Errol Spence was ducking. Sure enough did. He said Bud said Errol Spence was ducking, right? But then when the fight got made, he started saying stuff like on All Access. He said, I commend Errol Spence for taking the fight because Errol Spence could have moved up to 154, but he chose to stay here and fight me. That don't make no sense. You said he was ducking. Tell me I'm lying. Bud claimed and insinuated that Errol Spence was ducking and didn't want work, and his team did too. But then you're on All Access saying that Errol's a real one because he stuck around and he could have moved up. So you're acknowledging that he could have fought Keith Thurman, he could have moved up to 54, but he stuck around, and Errol told you, I gave Bud extra millions or extra concessions just to make the fight. So Errol is absolutely a real one for doing that. He could have easily fought Keith Thurman and said to hell with Bud. But you lied to the public and said Errol was afraid of you and ducking, and he didn't really want the fight, and PBC didn't want the fight. And Max Kellerman and others ran with this. Max Kellerman said Al Heyman won't put his guy in with the guy who has a chance to beat him. Well, guess what? Bud is the favorite on the sports book. So if that were true, then how can you say Al Heyman won't put his guy in with someone that could beat him, but then Errol is the underdog in this fight according to the sports book? So the public believes that Errol Spence can lose. So Max Kellerman looks stupid. Bud Crawford said that Errol Spence was ducking, and then he said he stuck around for him. He also said this fight necessarily wouldn't get done if me and Errol didn't talk on the phone. But you said he was ducking. So what does the phone call change if a man's ducking? Like, if he was truly ducking you, how would a phone call change that? If he didn't want to fight you, which is what you told the public, a phone call wouldn't change that. If he's afraid of you, which is basically what you said. So I think Crawford and his team put a lot of smut on Errol Spence's name, and then they just expected it to just disappear and just shut up and be happy the fight's made, and nobody re-examined none of this stuff that I said beforehand. But that's not life, like I told you. You can't say someone's ducking and then say the fight got made because I talked to him on the phone. A phone call wouldn't change that if a person really didn't want to fight you. So all that, like, Errol's ducking and stuff was really there was a narrative that never needed to happen because people were running with the fact Errol's ducking. A phone call wouldn't change someone from ducking. If a guy really didn't want to fight you, you can talk to him on FaceTime. You can talk to him on a phone call. You can talk to him on Skype. You can talk to him on AOL Messenger. You can talk to him via Snapchat. If he don't want to fight you, he don't want to fight you. If he's ducking, he's ducking. So again, y'all don't want to talk about what was said because we're getting the fight. You just were hoping it blew over. But I remember everything that people said. And some of it didn't add up, like the hedge fund. Where's the hedge fund? You said you were all in with BLK Prime because they treat the champs right. They know how to treat a champ. Is that what Team Crawford said? They said, yeah, BLK, we going to BLK. They know how to treat a champ. That's what they said. That's what Crawford's team said. We are going to BLK because they know how to treat a champ. They'll keep the fighter in the loop. The fighters is the one making decisions. And the fighters are in an excellent position, and we get to negotiate and be there for that. But then you worked with PBC, and it has nothing to do with BLK Prime. So all that BLK Prime stuff, that fake support that you showed to them wasn't about nothing, because BLK Prime, they're not even putting on no real big fights right now, and they definitely don't got you. And remember, when Crawford did this, people were saying BLK Prime signing a bunch of fighters. They were allegedly signing Broner. He never even fought on the app. If I'm lying, I'm flying. Did Broner fight on BLK Prime? Yes or no? Did he have an actual fight on BLK Prime where he fought? Yes or no? Did Adrian Broner fight on BLK Prime? Thank you. Shout out to Diacono. So, and then people were saying, oh, a bunch of PBC fighters and Errol Spence, Crawford can happen on BLK Prime, and they're about to sign a bunch of top guys. Okay, where is that? Because quite some time, that was like last year. He fought Acme, was it David Acme or whatever, He fought him in December, and people were saying this in like November, October. So where's the BLK signing a bunch of fighters from the PBC and giving them these bags and all that? That's what y'all was telling me. Y'all was telling me that Brian Norman, you say, oh, Brian Norman, he's on BLK Prime. Last time I checked, Nip Hustle Voice, last time that I checked, he been fighting on Top Rank. So don't ever say I lie in boxing when all y'all do in the comment section is put out lies. Y'all told me Brian Norman was going BLK knockout champ. He fighting on Top Rank. Bud was saying BLK Prime, the new wave. He fighting on PBC, which is what Boxing Ego said from the beginning. So once again, I rest my case. Notice I don't have to lie or change my story. I told you Bud should have linked up with Al and tried to get the fight he said he wanted, which is Errol Spence. When he did that, everybody seems to be happy. The fans happy, Showtime's happy, Errol's happy, All Access is happy. Like, what are we talking about? So I just keep proving my greatness in the sport of boxing, and I keep showing you I'm the best in the business, and what I say actually matters. I'm not just talking. Anyway, I'm out. I will see you guys later. Great talk. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel. We're just going to keep cooking. Holla.